I know one of the things you talk about a lot is doing the most amount of volume and work that you can do without exceeding your capacity to recover. I guess my question would be, for someone who's close to kind of their strength ceiling, does that become even, like, the volume factor becomes even more important?
Yeah, because you don't have, at first when you drastically increase your strength, even though you're not doing that much volume, you will put on muscle mass.
Yeah.
But when your potential to gain strength is limited, then you won't put on muscle by increasing the overload. So you have to find another way to progress. So that's where volume becomes a factor. But then again, at one point you can't add volume at infinity. So that's where density comes in. So that's why taking short rest intervals and adding active rest instead of passive rest can help pass through that growth ceiling. So basically, if once somebody's starting, just gaining strength is enough to stimulate muscle growth. Once he is past that stage, you'll have to add more volume. At one point, you'll have to add density to it. So it's all about finding different ways to progress. But there are several ways to progress. For example, as long as at each workout you find one way to progress, you'll improve. The first way to progress is obviously to add weight, but then again, that won't work for a lifetime, because just adding 5 pounds per week means 260 pounds per year. Within 4 years, you'll be bench pressing like 1,500 pounds. Won't happen. But still, that's one way of progressing. If you use more weight this week than last week, then you're progressing. You're forcing the body to do more. Second way is to do more reps with the same weight. So if you take 300 and you do one more rep, it's still a progression. Your body is doing more work, working harder than it's used to. It's progression. Another way is to do more sets. So at one point, if you don't have the strength to progress that week, if you do one more set, that is progression. Another way is to increase density. So if you cut 15 seconds off your rest periods or add active rest instead of passive rest, that's another way to progress. Another way is to increase the quality of each repetition. If you take 300 and you do 5 reps with it, the next week if you do the same 300 for 5 reps, but you are able to explode more on the way up, then it is progression because you're dominating the weight. So that's another way to progress. A final way to progress is, well, not final way, but another one is just improving mental focus during the workout. All things being equal, if you are focusing more on the contraction of the muscle or giving a better effort, being more concentrated, then it's better. It's another way to progress. And finally, you can throw in different intensity techniques like superset, drop set, rest pause, stuff like that. That is another form of progression. Basically, just find one way to challenge the body at each workout and you'll progress.